my name is Cynthia Herrera, and I will be speaking on why in-person classes are more beneficial than online courses. The sole purpose of this speech will be to inform on how online school has become less helpful and more damaging to the upcoming generation. The reason for this is to help guide the upcoming students as well as parents into the best form of school. This is referring to knowing the cons of online school and about how in-person may be much more beneficial in the future. The reason for this is because being on the computer may be such a problem, and it was mostly caused because of the COVID-19 pandemic that occurred a couple years ago. The reason for this is because during this pandemic, online courses were known to be a normal thing for students from kindergarten up to high school up to college because of the impactful reaction this pandemic had on us. Because of this, online courses are still known to be a beneficial thing and are still known to be used in multiple places such as high schools or colleges. Although in high schools, the new rule is that you must have a certain grade or a certain GPA to do online courses or to do remote learning at home. The reason this is made is because in-person classes have become more beneficial and online courses have become more damaging, which is why the rule was made that you must have a certain GPA or a certain grade in certain classes to be able to do remote learning, as students tend to not do it or tend to cheat or tend to get many distractions caused. But there is benefits to college students that need online courses. For example, a study made by the Denver University says that there's a larger flexibility in hours, which is a pro for college students that have a job or have kids or have other hobbies to attend, which allows them to do online courses on the afternoon or at night or during the morning or during just split times where they have the time to do it, which is beneficial for college students. But for high school students or middle school students or even elementary schools, it is not an option we should be seeing, as students are still learning and they are still gaining different opinions or they're gaining different motivations to come upon. Multiple studies have been shown that 90% of the time, in-person studies have been known to be more beneficial. For example, the University Affairs says that there's a larger sense of motivation when going in person, as you meet new peers, you meet new professors, and you have that same idea to communicate and you have the time to communicate as you are being seen there and then with that person. Many interviews were done because of the University Affairs that allow to tell us how meeting professors allows to connect in many ways additionally benefit their learning, which is always a great thing, as they may ask new questions or they may have new ideas or they may get told the contrary, but they still learn something different. As you may have an opinion of something and your professor or your peer has a different opinion, you still learn from it because you're getting new ideas. So this is why being in person helps, because you're having all that energy around you. People have new ideas such as being a nurse, being a doctor, being a welder, being a pharmacist. Everything is something that you may learn from. You may learn from every single thing, like nursing, the body parts, welding, the temperatures it needs to be at, or cooking, the temperature it needs to be at. You can find similarities in each topic or find what you like or what you don't like, and getting opinions from different people from different ages. So this is why another online article made by the Harvard Gazette allows that students often say that they had such an amazing lecture and they learned so much from the lecture being in person. The reason being is because the professor is actively speaking to you, asking questions, keeping you alert, and you don't lose the motivation. As in the contrary, with online courses, you may be doing your courses and you get a text message and you get distracted easily. One message turns into 10 or 10 messages turns into 30, and then you say, oh, let me just do my classes tomorrow. Oh, and then you move from tomorrow to the next day and you leave everything for the last moment, which is why it is known to be seen in teenagers up to 23 years old that is more of sense of irresponsibility at that age, that you get distracted easily and it may not always be a great thing. So this is why we need to pay attention to how we are handling things as parents or as teenagers that are doing things on their own. This is why active in-person lectures are far more beneficial to students, especially in the younger ages, as the brains are developing and retaining so much information, and there may be mixed emotions on this opinion, but in-person classes do offer a lot of benefits, as you may speak to a person in actual time. You may learn from them. You won't lose motivation because there are multiple people around you trying and trying and trying to be better for themselves and be better for those around them, which is beneficial for the person themselves. Thank you so much.